Alright, hello and welcome to another modern stream. We keep on experimenting and trying things out with Wrenn and 7. What we got here today is kind of like a mix between my Nyalands lists and what we tried out earlier this week. So we have Wrenn and 7 alongside Wrenn and 6, and the idea is that we want to combine this with Dryad plus Valakut, and that way we can, do the Dryad Valakut thing. We also have access to Explorer to speed up the process. We also have access to Lightning Bolt and Holy Heat Acid removal. Titania on our top end, a combination with Surinor, which of course we can fetch off of Urza Saga. We have a bunch of fetch lands that we can go get, and then a bunch of fetchables as well. The Lonesome K2 in order to allow us to engineer explosives for 3 in case we need to from the sideboard, and I guess that we can technically cycle that, but we're going to be cycling Tranquil Thicket more often than not. Then we have a package of Surinor Expedition Map, Shadow Spear, and Soul Guide Lantern as the cards that we can find off of Saga. And that's kind of it. Like the flex slots include 3 endurance. Like this card is just nuts so right now. There's multiple ways that we can go about this. We were bouncing the idea of just playing monkeys, just playing 4 monkeys here, and cutting all 3 of the endurances and potentially 1 of the explorers. So that's another way that we can take this list. Again, like this deck is brand new. I haven't been tinkering with it so much just yet, although I do expect to. So we're just trying different shells and different ideas and seeing what works. We tried out Assault a little bit earlier in place of the Dryads, which is nice because it helps with our mana, makes it a little bit more smooth. But of course, Dryad is it's just more powerful, so it kind of bouncing stuff back and forth. The Cyber includes just some medium answers, I guess, like some random cards that may or may not work, but that are just good in the format, including Chalice of the Void and Engineered Explosives, 3 Forces of Vigor for Blood Moons and stuff, Biting Needle Relic as extra tutor targets for our sagas, Veil of Summer against Control, Albine Moon against Tron and decks like that, and Ghost Quarter also against Tron, also good for Saga decks. And we're going to be trying this through a leak, so if you enjoyed the content, of course, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you for number 1. Alright, welcome to round number 1 of this brand new league with the red-green Wrenns. Wrenns. I guess I keep this hand. Playing against the Lurrus deck, we got good removal, we got fine mana, we got a Saga. Seems good enough. The double 5-drop is not too exciting, but maybe it's fine. So much burn today, jeez. So much burn today. Why is there so much burn? It's possible I should have played Saga there, actually, just so I have access to Surinor 1 turn sooner. Yeah, I may lose because of that, actually. Yeah, I may lose because of that. May just lose the race. Yeah, I honestly did not think about it. Hopefully my opponent plays... Ooh, that's awesome. Because that's something that we get to kill for free, and it doesn't deal me damage. It also draws me a card. This is like an amazing turn for us. We may still be far behind enough that we may die anyways, but... we can go for Valakut here? Sure. So our game plan is to untap. Our game plan is to untap. If we can manage to untap here, I think we're gonna win this game. Flame Rift. Okay, so that probably means that we get to untap. So float mana, Sudan Orb, play this, Forest. Alright, you love to see it. You love to see it. Titania doing Titania things. Suranor doing Suranor things. Just a beautiful experience all around. Burn! Again. Also ready to fetch there to get another token as well. I take 1 damage if I do that though. I don't think that we're gonna need more tokens with my opponent at 10 and me having 5 lands in play. The point of damage seems more relevant than the token. Bringing in forces because of both Eidolon and Roiling Vortex. Sure. Suspended Revolt. Okay. So I think we just go tapped Valakut, go. I'm not gonna play this Suran Orb until it is absolutely necessary. Opponent stuck on 1 mana. Maybe we can get away with murder here. Please play an Eidolon. No Eidolon, the unluckiest. Charm. So my opponent could have triple Lightning Bolt here. I'm gonna risk it because I don't think that I want to expose this Suran Orb. If they have landed triple bolt like that, that just really sucks, and that's exactly what they have. Well, I guess I should have played around it. That was funny. That was pretty funny. I still think it was correct to not play around that specific circumstance, right? It's just so unlikely. This hand doesn't really have anything going, so I'm just gonna ship it. This is like the same hand, but like with 1 less card in it. Yeah, I guess we keep this. Send that. And we're gonna send the force. So I'm gonna go turn to explore into Saga as opposed to playing Wrenn. And now this is the hand that my opponent has the Goblin Guides in. Feels bad, man. Red source. Huh. It's a lot of 1-drops. Yeah, this multi-5 is not gonna work out. This multi-5 is just not gonna work out. I guess I have to play Wrenn and hope that my opponent, for whatever reason, decides to attack the Wrenn in 6 as opposed to attacking me. We can technically bolt one of these dudes. But I can't even play the Chalice right here, right? Because I have to kill their 1-drops. Next turn, if we do get to untap, we can... Oh, this is so rough, man. I'm gonna be 1 land short. Like, Dryad is actually a great draw. Is it enough, though? We take 5 down to 7. I think Dryad is the only draw. I think Dryad is the only top deck that makes me just take the damage here. Skull crack face. Okay. Two, three. Play this. Plus. Play that and play that. Bolt in there. And now we're putting the onus on my opponent to do something. Which it looks like they're gonna be able to do, damn it. They kind of have to kill the Dryad though, which is probably good for me. Because I'm not fetching, so I'm just sacking that. So we take 4, gain 2, down to 1. So we can play Chalice now for 1 or for 2. We can play Chalice for 1 or for 2. I think I want to play it for 2. That's good for me. Make a token. Play, get Shadow Spear. Plus. Play land. Play land. Equip Shadow Spear. That probably means that we win. Yeah, that's game. That's game. Easy clap. Easy clap. Chalice just doing Chalice things. See you next round. Alright, so my opponent does not reveal Companion, and I have a Wrenn 6 and a Bolt. I guess I'll keep this. Bolt 6. Steam Vents. So I assume some from Cascade, which is not a great matchup game 1. Oh, this is what's up? Huh. Wait, it's Storm playable or something? Did I miss the memo? Did I not get the memo and Storm is back? Is that what's going on? 5 lands in opener, perfecto. Yeah, exactly. I would have liked it a lot better if, you know, one of these lands had been in Urza Saga, but why is Splash Black in triple red assault version and not here? Because they came from different places is the answer. So my thought process for ending here was the list that we played yesterday or the day before. I can't remember when it was at this point. The version with Slogurk. So the version with Slogurk led me into this version, while the Assault version was just like, that's how I figure out the deck kind of thing. So that deck was built with the idea of playing with the discard spells, if that makes sense. Electromancer. So I think I'm just double pinging this thing. Not even kidding. Yep. Having drawn that, I'm definitely double pinging this thing. That's the life, Levi. That's the life. Removal is hard to come by, I guess. Gotta figure out a way around it. Ugh. So opponent 500% has Remand, right? Am I out of fetchables? I think I'm out of fetchables. I think there's exactly one basic forest left in my deck. I guess there's a mountain. So I can go Titania. And if they don't remand, I can leave up Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that's not happening though. Just gonna play this bat with tapped and say go. They did have the remand. Okay. Plus on nothing. Which makes sense, right? For them to have the remand. They have not been doing anything for multiple turns at this point. They Noxious Revival their dude back. I can live with that, I think. Bolt. I assume they have another remand here, which sucks, but I have to slug through these. Not much I can do. The good thing is that I can set up a lethal clock if this Titania finally does resolve. Oh my god. More remands? Yep. Well. Look at my opponent with the old frame Baral, the old frame Remand. Mad respect for that. Mad respect for those. They left 2 cards on top. That's scary. Also, how are they playing Opt and not Consider? In which universe is it correct to play Opt instead of Consider? In a deck like Storm. I'm assuming that I'm dead here. This looks like dead. No! No! Yeah, you might be able to use the fetches. I mean, I don't care about the mana. These represent 20 power, right? So like I wouldn't even use Yavimaya anyways. So that goes to the bin. That goes to the bin. Main deck negate is kind of weird. They did have enough rituals in hand though, which is, again, it's understandable considering the fact that it's turn 1,000,000 and, you know, we're still here. Alright, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Give me that relic. Give me those Veil of Summers. Give me those chalices. Give me those explosives. Wrenn's gonna go. Oh shit, I had endurances? Man, that's just not cool. Unholy Heat looked very bad, like right there. Holy Heat looked very, very bad right there. Might bring in a Air Flame. If they do, I have explosives, but I mean... I'm gonna try to aim this chalice at x equals 2. Ascendant, thank you for the follow. Gonna go find Saga. Okay. This seems acceptable. And next turn we can go for either Titania or we can just go for Chalice with Veil backup. Chalice with Veil backup sounds pretty exciting. I think I'm doing this too, just to put pressure on them. If they have double remand, this is bad. Looks like they don't. This is just the best feeling ever. There's no better feeling than just countering the Gifts and Given with Veil of Summer. That's just what dreams are made of, man. 5 mana for Harnfale, Horn of Bounty. Good luck! Ignite Memories. Okay. That's a card. Echoing Truth, nice. Yeah, opponent's going deep. They are dead when I untap though, so I think that this is not enough. It's a pretty cool tech, to be honest. They turn their 5-card hand into a 10-card hand. It's no joke. But they can't ramp, so it's kind of irrelevant. Like they drew all of those cards, but you know, the chalice is just working overtime. Yep. Sweet. Maybe? Nah. 1 force is plenty. Oh man. We get 2 looks at a fetch land and this hand is nutty. Gotta ship it. Gotta be responsible. Gotta be responsible. Still unclear whether we're supposed to cycle this or not, so we're just gonna delay that decision a little bit. This hand is not very good, by the way. I think we want to wait 1 more turn for this saga. Just build your last chalice judge promo. Sexy. So I'm assuming no. I'm assuming there's no Blood Moon in my opponent's deck. That is a sick draw though. That's a beautiful draw. They keep for science. I've kept so many hands for science in my life. It's sort of a sport at this point to keep hands for science. We're probably gonna have to crack this relic, unfortunately, or maybe not. Exile you. Hey, hey, hey. So they play the pieces. What do they do with it? They being both rituals and the gift. So they kept double Metamorphose. My opponent still has that Echoing Truth in hand, so I'm gonna do this. Ha 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 ha. Well, that's a heck of a draw step. So I guess we just chill here. So throw in there another layer of hate. And I'm just gonna end step endurance my opponent here. If they want to remand that, that's probably fine. And the endurance just doubles up the clock. Yep. Yep. So I guess we don't even play Titania, we just chill here. Exile's my Saga, but that seems fine. Echoing Truth. So we still got this Soul Guide going on. That's a Baral. End step, we're gonna bold that dude. We know their hand is Grape Shot, Metamorphose. This is still a 2-turn clock. So I think we're just gonna do this. And I'm equipping the endurance, so if my opponent wants to like bounce this or whatever, they actually, you know, they give me back my endurance. But I definitely don't want to enable my opponent's potential remands, you know? Alright, they have 7 cards in hand, but I'm at 22, and they still need to fight through the Soul Guide Lantern. That's a gobbo. Ritual. Morphos. So we're gonna die to Grape Shot, Remand, Grape Shot kind of thing. But they're not gonna be able to set up a Past in Flame skill. They need to have a Grape Shot, Remand, Grape Shot. They have it. They're going face, so I'm assuming that they have it. Yep. That's pretty unfortunate. I feel like I played this game pretty well. My opponent just had it, so doesn't really matter. Yep. That sucks. Yeah, they were missing another man, but they did have it. I do respect my opponent having the correct arts of like Remand and Baral, but then they have the incorrect art of Steambend, so I'm just like, what game are we playing here, opponent? Also the incorrect opt art. What game are we playing here, opponent? Let's be serious. Alright, see you next round. Alrighty, yeah. Skip this hand. Playing against the Ocean Man. I think I'm gonna lead on Verdant Catacombs and pass. There's enough in the format that I can kill. I wonder if they're just playing. They're just playing this week's Spike Brew. Correct, but was to draw perfect 7. How could I miss that? Yeah, my bad. Oh no, my opponent's gonna have information that I'm drawing a basic mountain. They are playing that deck. It's not the thing to get here. I struggle to believe that Cadre Complete is the thing to get, considering the current board state. Ricky Ford over Rolls Royce, not the ratings, but Spike drives the meta. That's true. Ricky Ford, tremenda tu referencia. Porter will hold my red in 6. Sure. So I think I want to heat that thing. Gonna get some Shadow Spear beats going on here. And I'm gonna hold this because this is a lightning bolt in a couple of turns. Actually, that's a lie. It is not. It is not a lightning bolt. I should have played it. I miscounted the fact that this Urza Saga is gonna be destroyed. Rest in plastic. Oh no. Is the Shadow Spear mirror match? Okay. Well, I'm probably not gonna block next turn, so I'm just gonna attack here just so I can gain my 3 life. My opponent's gonna have a free block there, whatever. But we're just gonna get... We're just gonna get Valakut going real quick. Nettle Cyst. Make a token because it's free. Now let's see what we draw. Because we found the land. So now we can float mana, land, play Valakut, play Saga. Yeah, this is just great. So get Expedition map, Crack map, get Valakut, Valakut trigger. I think we can kill everything. Kill there, say yes. Kill there. Should have just gone face? Maybe I could have just gone face here. Who cares anyway? Right? Who even cares? Who even cares? Ricky would have cared. Yeah, it was lethal, by the way. Now that I do the math, it was actually lethal, so that's funny, but irrelevant. Again, not that it really matters. I think we're cutting heats, cutting soul guide. Don't want chalices, I don't want endurances. Maybe Alpine Moon for Saga. It's either Alpine Moon for Saga or Unholy Heat. Why would you kill your opponent when you can just kill the creatures? That's my point. That's my point. It was lethal, but this is where you get to wipe the floor for extra value. Yep. Never underestimate the power of just wiping the floor with your opponent's dreams and hopes. So it's either one of these. It's either one of these two. Sure. Have we seen a 6 damage heat at all between yesterday and today? No, not a single one. We have assembled Delirium a couple of times, but like it actually never mattered, you know? Yeah. This is a lot better than just getting the random Caldra. That's just bad. I was surprised when my opponent got the Caldra last game. I mean, Wrenn and 4 over here. Wrenn and 4, no kidding. Fetched basics? It's kind of weird. Portable hole. Joke's on you, opponent. I have a bazillion Wrenn and 6s. They're worried about deployment from the Wrenn Fetchland tribal deck. Yeah, maybe that's it. 3 for Nettle Cyst. Opponent insists. Insists. Right. Right. Ocean Man. We find the Dryad, the game ends. No, the streamer cannot be banned. That's not an acceptable thing. Yeah, Titania is okay, I'll say. Sure. Okay. So we have to draw Sudanorb here. Oh, that's also pretty good. That's not good enough, right? gonna have to jump here. Yeah, it's the only play that we have available to us, right? So we have to draw exactly Suran Orb. If we find exactly Suran Orb off the top, I think we win. Portable hold my engineered explosives. My Wrenn is 6. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that just kills me. Alright. Any changes? Nah. Keep. So if they don't have a 0, I can just ping this, which would be sick. Damn it. I'm gonna have to bolt it now. Okay, so we're gonna saga this coming turn. We're gonna make a token on end step. That's a blank. That sucks because we kind of needed to draw something there. We kind of needed to draw something there. Pretty shitty that we didn't. Ursa. Yep. It's pretty good. Explosives would be nice. Engineered explosives would be nice, or... Yeah, I guess I'll take that one. So this allows me to jump unless they have dispatch. Dispatch would kind of suck. We have 7 mana next turn, so we can Wrenn plus do some stuff. Nettle Cyst. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. So now they're putting the Nettle Cyst on the Trampler, I assume. Well, there goes that guy. Another blank. Ay, ay, ay. Does Wrenn even do anything? I still think that Wrenn is my best option. We gotta get Surin Orb. What are we doing here? Yeah, I guess we have to make the Wrenn 0 here, right? I guess that's the play. We definitely want to play this one because this represents one more token. Wow, first time using the Wrenn 0. Never thought I would use that ability, but here we are. Never thought I would use that ability, but it's pretty cool. Probably gonna take the Surinarv here. They take Wrenn. Deal! All right. So how many am I gonna need? I want to put 6 in front of here. 2 in front of here. The thing is I can't swing for lethal, right? And then they just suit something else up here. And anything that they suit up is going to be super buffed because of the Nettle Cyst. So I don't want to leave myself without all... I just don't want to cut all of the creatures, you know? So 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they can move this around and put it onto the Sentinel and just block. So this is 15 toughness. So we take 9. 9, 11, 13 down to 4. We trade with this and we trade with that too. They don't have white mana, so they can't have another dispatch. So I think this is fine. Where's my Force of Vigor, man? Where are my forces? Fairly sure I have 3 of those. Somehow cannot seem to find them. Valakut. So I think we're just dead. We had multiple turns to find the force, but we just didn't. They can actually just cast the Caldra, which is pretty funny. They have second Nettle Cyst? Oh, jeez. Well, that should be enough. Also, they should be suiting up this so they thought monitor, not this thing. They should definitely be suiting up the thought monitor as opposed to this. Because I can block this. I mean, it doesn't matter because I don't have the forces, but that would have been the correct play. Yeah, just didn't get there in time. All right, see you next round. Okay, round number 4, baby. His hand sucks. Ship it. 6 lands and a dream. that's what this hand is. 6 lands and a dream. Yikes. So we're gonna fetch for the Triumph here. Then we can Stomping Ground and then Saga Dryad on 3. Which is gonna give me full value from these sagas, which I'm gonna need it, I assume. Because we mulligan pretty low. Mishra's Bubble Gamer. Boom. A dude was like, I'm gonna make my own commander format with blackjack and hookers, and then his Discord was flooded by stuff like that. Wait, what? That's bizarre. I mean, it can be classic Jund if they're playing Bubble, right? Like, Jund is characterized by not playing good cards, so it's a characteristic of Jund. Let's say it like that. It's a characteristic of Jund to never play good cards, so it can be classic Jund. What is this? Liliana? The good thing is that if they minus, I'm going to have access to another saga, so it's pretty neat. Now the question is, would we rather have saga tokens that are bigger or these endurance? I think I'd rather have Saga tokens. Emrakul, the Promised End, has been discarded by my opponent. And it's been brought back to the top of the deck. I mean, I don't know what to say here. We can map or we can Shadow Spear. I think I'm going to map here. We're going to attack Lily. Probably going to get pushed, which seems fine. Or not. Okay. So I'm just going to go fetch another... we can go fetch Valakut, I guess. Let's just fetch Valakut. I guess that is what's going on. Oh my god. Oh my god. So we're gonna make some mana here, and we're gonna equip Shadow Spear. Then I'm gonna play Wrenn, get back Saga. They can trade all their shit for my construct, which seems fine. That seems okay with me. Whoops. No, 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 no. Well, obviously I wanted to. Yep. Would have been nice to equip that too. Damn it. That misclick life. That misclick life. Japanese, I love your YouTube channel so much. The first time for me to see your stream. Have fun. Oh, thank you, No Titan O Life. I appreciate it. Welcome over here to the live stream. Happy to have you here. Wow. When does it end, chat? When does it end? When is it too much? When have we seen too much and it's time to just drop the towel? What's the number? Oh, No Titan, No Life. That makes more sense. If Valakut is turned into a land and then equipped with Shadow Spear, is it all Helixes? I think so. mean, that sounds logical to me. Go ahead. You may choose whichever one you prefer, opponent. Lucky Tarishar, thank you for the follow. Relic you. Ha 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 ha. Got him. It's funny to me how often Wrenn 6 just the ultimate is completely irrelevant in this list. Ancient Grudge, my relic. Sure. Definitely taking the draw card with the amount of lands that I have in hand already. Can't flashback Grudge. Alpine Moon. Not a bad draw, actually. Not as good as a Dryad would have been, but still pretty solid. Good that. I'm gonna play that and that. Let's find the basic mountain here. Play that. I guess I want to fetch here so my opponent doesn't find a green source and then they get me. Just gonna go find Valakut here. Actually, I don't think Valakut is as good as one of the cycling lands. Just gonna find Tranquil Thicket. Start drawing 2 cards a turn. Immediately punished. Can't even put the card in my hand. Immediately see the Dryad off the top. You love to see it. You love to see it. So the only problem here is that we're pretty likely to have to go to this card. So I think I'm just gonna make a Tree Folk, 6/6 guy. I mean, it's pretty unlikely that we can lose this game anyway. Eight, yeah. Exclamation point, Fran. Put more lands into your deck, opponent. Go ahead. Put more lands. See you next round. Alright, last round. Playing against Lurrus, and we have an Endurance and a Sogat Lantern. This seems like a keep to me. Maybe I'm being stupid here, but both of these cards seem very good. That's a pretty good emote. The canny emotes. When it moves to 5. Is this gonna just be mill or something like that? Am I about to get milled right now? I mean, I guess if I'm gonna get milled, like, this is the hand to get milled with, right? When I already have the Endurance in my hand. When it moves to 5, and then they keep. Razor Verge Thicket. Hardened Scales. Gonna play Valakut. Seagull. Would have been awesome to draw Wrenn 6 there. Would have been very exciting to draw Wrenn 6 right there. Now this is just too late, right? Like this is just gonna grow out of endurance range. Brutal. I don't know, maybe they have no more artifacts or something. I get to eat this Ingenious Myth and we get to go from there. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not having artifacts. Just gonna target myself with Endurance so I can get this whole guy if I need it with a Saga. This hand is just obviously not gonna get there, right? Like I drew 4 cards, all of them were lands. I needed at least, you know, 1 or 2 of those to be spells that I could cast. Can kill my Endurance if they want to, but that's just great for me if they do. So, because that, you know, they're Ballista dice. They do get a couple of Thopters, which sucks. So we gotta find Dryad right now, probably. If we find Dryad exactly this turn, maybe we can be in this game. Dryad? That's not a Dryad. We really need that to be a Dryad. Because now, with any artifact, the Ingenious Myth just gets out of double Valakut range. Yeah, that's lethal. This is actually lethal here. They equip on the Ballista, they ping, they kill it, and then I take lethal damage. One those, probably one these, maybe one that one, maybe the one that one. Endurances suck. Soul Guide sucks. Shape a Thicket, couple of Explorers, under Wrenn 7s. Wrenn 7 the most broken walker in Magic now? Sure. If you wanted to. Anything can be whatever you want it to be. The world is your oyster, my friend. Let's see if we can draw Force of Vigor in this matchup. to be playing Saga, right? There's no way they're not playing Saga. Even though they're playing with green and white. They have to be just playing Saga. And I don't think Chalice is great here. Would like to see at least one Force of Vigor in my opening hand. Well, there you go. So with any land, we can hardcast this Force on turn 3. Love to see that. Love to see that. Now we can Dryad on 3. That was a pretty good draw, not gonna lie. That was a pretty good draw. We can force if we want to, but we don't need to just yet. Okay. I think we're blowing those up. And now this comes as a 1/1. It's kind of a problem. It's a pretty good draw. So let's go Saga. And I guess Ghost Squatter. And we just want to chill here, I think. That seems fine. So they're gonna get to put that counter on the Thopter, which means that Wrenn is dead next turn. But that seems kind of fine. But I think Needle's not bad at all. Name Steel Overseer. Play that and fetch. Plus, and play that. Oh, we can ping the Thopter. Yeah. Is that better though than just drawing another land? It kind of feels like it's not better than just drawing a land. Because now we get Valakut off of this, and that turns into 2 bolts, right? So if they don't have the answer to this Dryad, I think we're looking fine. So they kinda have to attack Wrenn with everything if they want to. Yeah, everything at Wrenn, so there's... Oh, I guess I can just chomp? Yeah, chomping seems good. So... block here, block here. Oh, they can just... Yeah, no, I actually can't do this because they have Springleaf Drum, so they can destroy their own Sabas and put a counter here, and they kill my Dryad. So unfortunately, we have to do this. We just need to let the rain go. That's nice. Expedition map for Valakut. Valakut. Kill that. Valakut. Kill that. So there's not really any use in killing all this stuff right now because all the tokens are going to go to the Oscillith and then they're going to turn into harder to kill threats. So I think what I want to do is I want to just pass the turn here. I guess I'm probably going to kill this one so it doesn't grow anymore. So we're going to kill that one so it doesn't get a free growth. Wait. What just happened? Oh, they floated a mana. Okay. I'm like, did they sack it for anything? But it seems like they just floated a mana. Probably going to put Lurrus in hand here. Okay. That's fine. So they're gonna put 2 counters there. I take 12. That seems fine to me. Second Valakut is probably game. So I attack with everything. They take 5. And then down to 13, and then it's 12. Plus, yeah, this is just lethal. Removing the opponent doesn't feel right. It's okay. They will be fine. We also get to kill their Thopter for good measure. Feels good. Awesome. And now what? Game number 3. Maybe they just don't have Saga. No, never mind. They showed me Saga. Never mind, never mind. We won the Alpine Moons. I think we should be advantaged in this matchup. I think we should be advantaged. Just a matter of drawing well. Wasn't fast enough. Yeah, you see, like, we have hands like this. We have hands like this one. Of course, we're advantaged in the matchup. Inkmoth Nexus. Opponent. Go. Go. This Ingenious Smith card has looked pretty good. Welding Jar is super annoying, actually. Welding Jar is super annoying. Oops. Valakut is an above average draw right there. So this is is probably going to get pitched to this force, I think. Not yet. They need an answer to this. Otherwise, we're gonna have the 1-2 punch. Yeah, 4 permanents in play and nothing. all of the permanents they have in play don't do anything at all. So the permanents that I have in play do stuff. So it's kind of on them. Another Welding Jar. Ravager. So I can make them sack a bunch of shit, and I'm definitely interested in doing that, so. Sure. I have to be careful with the ink moth though, that's the most important thing. Okay, so that's probably game. We're gonna get another 3 and 2. Not the worst. Not the worst. We've done some cool stuff. We did some powerful stuff. I feel like we were like a little bit lacking in a different, in another angle. So these unholy heats have definitely not looked very good. So we should probably be trying to cut those. Sabas. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. So I'm gonna wait for them to choose a target, and now we can crack this fetch. They say GG's. Yeah. Game's definitely over. So Endurance is a good card. Probably not main deckable though, and Holy Heat was awful. This is probably like the main incentive for playing something like this, which is the fact that we can probably throw some you know, Abrupt Decays or something like Fatal Push into the mix. Probably Abrupt Decays where I would go because of something like Blood Moon and stuff. There's also the possibility of going with something like this. So a shell similar to this, but just cutting all of the black and going for Seismic Assault instead of Valakut plus Dryad. In any case, the multiple Valakuts haven't really felt that necessary. So just cutting a couple of those would allow me to maybe play more fetchables. The Scalding Tarns were kind of awkward. So, like the Scalding Tarn, it just felt like they were running out of fetchables fairly quickly. So maybe we can play either more Stomping Grounds, or we can just not run Scalding Tarns. And sure, if we have to like fetch Shock against Burn, you know, so be it. But it seems more important to get our green sources here. Particularly against Blood Moon. What else? Cards, not great, so we want to play something else instead of this. Maybe we should try just being... The problem with just trying to be a monkey deck is that we are not a very good monkey deck, because we don't really have that many ways of clearing the way for the monkey. But, I don't know, like, monkey is pretty stupid, so... Maybe next time we can try something like this. I kind of see what happens from there. If we do that, I will definitely want to have the endurances in the sideboard 100%, so we're probably making some changes accordingly. We'll figure out the changes, I guess, but this is kind of like the other concept that we can try to explore. Any chance we can make this list have 28 lands instead of 30? Well, the thing is that I'm considering this list, like, I'm not considering these as lands because they just cycle. And I'm not considering these really as lands either, because this is just my engine. So, like, I kind of want to cut a Valakut, which already would put us at 29. And... yeah, I mean, what would you want to play? I don't think I would have cut one more land. Maybe one Tarn is just fine. white in this list is not so good. I mean, you could do white, but like at that point, then you're just playing my Naya Lands deck list without chalices and with 1-drops, which is fine. Like that's definitely another way that we can go. But if we're playing that deck list, I don't think I want to try to go for Wrenn and 7. I might as well just try to go for Titania all the way. Which is what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, by the way. I'm just going to be adding Wrenn and 7 to my Naya Lands deck list. And I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be just worse than Titania, but, you know, it's a dono, so I'm just going to be doing it anyway. Like my deck endurance quite a bit. Yeah, I do think that endurance is excellent, but can do like 2. And you do something like this. We could play something like the giant. What's his name? The shock giant. So this is probably like the next idea to explore here. Seems like it could have legs. And all of this is considering that this is a card that I'm interested in having in my deck, which I'm not sure that's the case, right? Wrenn and 7 is a lot better when you have Seismic Assault going on and Life from the Loam, right? Because it finds your loam. So in a shell like this, Wrenn doesn't really do anything for you, right? Like it just mills your cards and like sure, it draws you lands, but unless you already have a Wrenn and 6 going, like milling some other stuff, like milling some other lands doesn't really do anything for you. While here it just helps you find Life from the Loam. So this is, you know, like the Jund version, which I think could potentially be cool. And we could also do like with this concept in mind, we could just cut the black altogether and just turn this into a straight red-green deck. And just throw monkeys in here. Now your mana becomes a lot cleaner. You get to play maybe another basic forest because you don't play this basic swamp anymore. You don't play this anymore. Maybe play another basic mountain. Play Ghost Quarter. You can play. I guess I would play like a pathway. Oh no, what's the name of? It's not Copperline Gorge. Is the Checkland? What's the name of the Checkland? What's the name of the Checkland? Crag. Yeah, Rodon Crag. So you can throw like a couple of those in there. Should help fix your mana. But this is what you get when you don't play Valakut, right? Like when you don't play Valakut, you just get to play a bunch of basics. You get to play a bunch of mana fixing, and like like this list has 25 lands that can cast. Actually, no, it's 21. Never mind. 21 lands that can cast Seismic Assault. Plus the monkey should hopefully help you, and we have Loam and Wrenn and 6. You can play another Explore. Ascend Dino? No. I'd rather play Dryad, even without Valakut, than play the Ascend Dino. Blocking is very important. So this would be Wrenn Tribal red-green. We have room for 3 more cards. Throw a couple of endurances in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 fetch lands. We could have something like Fury. We can't fetch it or anything, but just as a good card. Season Pyro. We could also just try jamming chalices or something like that. Like, there's just so many ways that we can take this list. There's just so many different places that we can go. So many different places that we could go. Yeah, Spyro could be pretty good alongside Wrenn and 6, pretty good alongside Wrenn and 7. Like, it just kind of works, right? It just kind of works. Chalices, we could have like another Soul Guide in the main deck or like in the sideboard or whatever. We could have Alpine Moon in the sideboard. I don't know. Seems a little bit overwhelming in a way. Like, there's so many different things that we can do. But this seems like a fine starting point for the next time that I try this deck. This seems like a solid place to begin exploring again. So yeah, that's gonna happen probably, hopefully sometime this week. I mean, it would need to be tomorrow, so probably not gonna happen, but it's gonna happen next week for sure. That's gonna be it for me though. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye, folks.